Alrighty, we are back live for our third consecutive day. We're going to continue to do this for the foreseeable future. So if you missed the previous ones or missed this one, every day around this time, 6:15 Eastern time, on the YouTubes, and take it from there. So we'll start off with Bitcoin. Going to give you a brief update on what the hell's going on in the short term. Then we get to your requests. If you like everything that you see and you want more content, consider subscribing to our private Telegram alerts group where we stay on top of all these moves on a daily basis, all throughout the day. Everything and more. Crypto related, total market caps, Tether dominance, Bitcoin dominance, even the stock market. Cover it all there. So let's get going right away since we have a massive 3 people here. Let's get to it. So the start of our week, back on Monday. That's usually the start of the week, right? We're down about 7% so far. Not huge, but certainly no small task for Bitcoin to, just basically go straight down since the Monday bell, right? There's no bell. But rejection after we've gotten below this 200, this pink line, right? Held it kind of as resistance, even our last tap of it this afternoon. And just send it straight down, right? You keep knocking on this door, right? It's a big level. So rejection now. And, we're putting in fresh lows as we speak here, right? So 61.1. We'll get to a little bit higher time frame here, and it'll show you that it's starting to flip more bearish, at least for, the foreseeable future. So this is only the hour chart, but the Gaussian channel, right? Let's look at that, right? That's red. You're below all moving averages. That's bearish. You're below the 200. That's even more bearish, right? So all 3 check marks kind of taking hold for the bears so far. Do we have anything for the bulls? Not really on this chart, right? If we zoom out, really we're trying to put in a higher low than this, right? This is our kind of 56 swing low, 56, 57K. If we can reverse before then, we could just be out of the woods. But if we take out this low, even on the macro scale, like the daily and weekly charts, it's looking like we're going lower. If we take out that low, right? So let's zoom out a little bit to the 4-hour. Gaussian channel green, but might just be a flash, right? Kind of like this was, right? Where we start to flip it green, then we come right back down, right? Start closing below the median line. Look at this, right? It's like rhyming with this so far. We need to really kind of bounce back up here within the next 4 to 8 hours, right? We're on the 4-hour chart, right? So I would say that maybe go to 10 hours, right? Give it 2 full candles to kind of recover. But if we wake up tomorrow morning and we're still under 62K, high probability of testing these swing lows. This Gaussian channel would likely flip back red and, kind of rinse and repeat what we've done here, right? Look at this. Retest, kind of snake it down, come back, break down, retest. Maybe for another couple days going into the weekly close, maybe we're kind of testing these swing lows again potentially, okay? So, yeah, that's going to drag the altcoin market down, everything down, because Bitcoin dominance is still at 55% and showing no signs of topping so far. So if we zoom out to the daily, we've just, we made a video, I think it was Monday, made a Bitcoin video on the daily chart, just this chart. And what if we flip red? What does that mean? Well, we have them right here. Does that mean we have to go Nuketown down lower? No, but all previous 2 times in this entire bull run, right here, this is only 2 times the daily charts flipped red on the Gaussian. The low was close to being in, but not in. We took out the lows again, but only slightly, right? So let's remove all this horseshit. So looking at this, right, after the Gaussian channel turned red on the daily back in, way back in May, May of 2023. That was a while ago. All right, I'll give it a pass. We made a low when we were green, right? And then we turned red, and then we took out the lows, but just barely, right? Not a significant amount, right? We went down another 4%. Similar vibes on this one, right? We're green, we made a low, we turned red. Did we go any lower? Just barely. Another 2% lower. So we've done that now for a 3rd time. This is unlikely to just flip back immediately bullish, but it could. Anything's possible, right? But looking at this, so our swing lows are here. So we went 4% and 2% lower. So 4% would take us to like low 54, 2%, 55. But what if we do maybe even a little bit more and get right to this 200, right? Look at the 200-day EMA here at 52. Possibility. If we zoom out, becomes even more likely because look at this previous consolidation here. If we drag this over, right, kind of rhymes with this 200-day. And that would be, let's see what we got. We got 7 to 10% below the lows, significantly lower than where we are now. So we're looking like 14 to 17 to get to that zone, the 200. If we take out these lows, now you still got to be hopeful. If you're a bull, like you hope that we're just trying to reverse this trend here, right? We're putting in lower highs, we're putting in lower lows. We're in a downtrend for sure. How can we reverse that? Well, you just got to put in a new high and a higher low. So we're hoping to establish at least a higher low somewhere and then come back up and put in, a new higher high and then just kind of rinse and repeat, right? You kind of march up the stairs. So for the bulls and bears, those are kind of both scenarios that, could be playing out right before our eyes here. If you go to the 3-day, right, we have some more bearish bad news here. At least potentially, we have an hour till we close, right? This closes at the daily, right? So this is a 3-day candle. This would be like dark cloud cover signal here, right? Because we made a brief higher high and you come down and you close below half of this previous body. That would be crossing the streams bad per Egon. So look, also the swing lows here, right? So if we close in the next hour and a half, depending on when you watch us, you can watch us back. But 61.2, wherever this close was. So 61.279. We close under that. The odds are just increasing. That's all we have in crypto is your odds, right? The odds would increase of us, printing more. That would be a bearish candle confirmed and dark cloud cover and on the 3-day, right? It's just, it would improve our odds of going lower, right? Or at least just continuing the trend. And right, the trend is your friend, right? We're at lows, lower highs, lower lows again, right? This is same as we just looked at on the daily. But not only that, if you want some more bearish news on this 3-day chart, at least, we have a double top confirmed here, right? Double top doesn't confirm here. It confirms once you take out the lows, which we did here, right? Here's our swing lows. Once we close under this, right? That would confirm that double top right there. So we got that. And now we're seeing the result of that confirmation, which we got back in April 15th. We had a chance to rescue it here, right? We could have got back out of it, but so far it's been pretty weak. So I think more consolidation or we test these lows down here. We'll keep you updated, right? We do pretty much daily Bitcoin videos. If not there, like you can join here. For all the 12 of you trying to learn something, kudos to you. Remember to hit the like button, right? Helps spread the word to at least one more person out there in the world. You can share it. That would be great. And we'll try to get, grow this live stream to where you could say you're the first to be here. All right. How's XRP looking? We'll come back to that maybe. Bitcoin dominance. Do I think Bitcoin dominance is topped? Not only no, but hell no. So why would I say that? Well, one, the Gaussian channel's green as hell. We're above it. We're above all moving averages on the weekly, but that's not even the biggest fact here, right? Well, going all the way back since October 2023, right? We started forming this pattern here. On the weekly, it's a little bit better, right? Here we go. Weekly, right? So this pattern is a very bullish pattern, right? We have these kind of symmetrical, even tops, rising lows, higher lows, right? A breakout. We just got that back, a month ago today, or a month ago this week, April 8th. That was the breakout candle. Right now, all we're doing is a bullish retest of the breakout. That's called a throwback. This is absolutely bonkers bullish. And anybody thinking the top is in, have you not studied at all, right? Anybody that studied TA for even a little bit would recognize this pattern. And this has a much higher probability of going higher before lower. Now, could it fail? Of course, anything could fail. Where would I give that higher odds of failing? If we close back below the 21 week, right? We haven't done that since right here. That was very brief though, right? And that we were still kind of building this up, right? That was really our low test. So if we close under the 21 week, you might make a case for it, but bullish candle, I mean, even though these are red, these are not big bearish candles, right? This was our potential top here, right? Gravestone Doji looking thing. Like, look at that thing, right? If we see that anywhere soon, okay. But we have no warnings of a top here. We have no sight to that. If anything, we're in a massive, year plus uptrend. Look at this uptrend. Trends are very hard to reverse, and to think that it's you're going to call the top at any given second or day is very remote. And just looking at this pattern, August of 2023, rising lows, right? No lower lows since August of 2023, and this flat top at this is a textbook breakout throwback. I would. This is the most sure bet in crypto right now that the Bitcoin dominance is going higher. Like anybody that says Bitcoin dominance is topped, I would love to see the evidence because I don't see it here. All right, if that's clear enough. Hey, that's a good symbol. I like that, Daddy. X. That's a pretty good one. All right, Aave, we can do Aave. All right, let's go to Aave. We haven't got an Aave request. See if I can find it. There we go. Aave. All right, so let's zoom out to our weekly. All right, here's our this is like what you should be holding for a breakout. Right? So here's our bear market, swing lows, swing highs in a bear market still. Now we flipped a bull, still resistance. We broke through. This is very similar to what Injective did. Aave's a high market cap, Injective high market caps. They got these like premature breakouts, and then they were kind of victim of Bitcoin topping right there, right? So no real harm yet on Aave, but I'd definitely not like to not see this low taken out, right? That would be kind of a sign of weakness. So I'd be kind of on alert for that. We're under the 21 week. We're underneath all moving averages. Again, probably more consolidation at best or lower prices at worst, right? Kind of a big zone here, right? You don't have really a clear-cut level for Aave. So somewhere like in there, right? And you can see this low wick, like right hit to these highs. So right in this zone, these highs back here. Right, and this can help you like get these zones if you put it on closing prices. You want to look for a lot of touch points in similar areas here. So kind of right in there. If it goes back below like 73, I don't know where the bottom would be, right? I mean, you would think you're going back down here, but I don't think that's likely. Right, Aave is a pretty high market cap. Like I said, it's already down 54%. Without some kind of a relief rally, at least back up to like the 100 range. It's hard for me to buy that altcoins are just going to kind of bite the dust here. So Aave included in that. So hopefully that helps you kind of paint your picture. But obviously you got to get back above the 100. That's 110. That's this kind of high time frame resistance zone. You can even drag that out, right? Until we get back above 110, right? It's not likely to make any like super bullish moves. But once we do, right? I mean, you can see Aave likes to move a little quicker, especially back last cycle. Look at that. 50, 60% weekly candles back to back to back. So that's a true alt season. We haven't even sniffed a true alt season yet. So, yeah, there we go. Thanks, DP, for the super chat. Appreciate it. Nice. All right. SHX. Let's get to it. If you have any preferred exchange, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just kind of pick one at random here. If you've got more history on one, I'm all for that. Okay, so looking at the weekly, let's get this back on auto. Let's remove the bands because that's way skewing this chart. Sometimes Bollinger Bands or Gaussian channels can really trick you out there. Okay, so obviously we're down a bit. Okay, let's see what we are down from this high wick. So currently still down well over 90%. Even from this high close, still down over 90%. Tried to help you out there. A lot of volatility in the past couple of weeks. Has something gone on here? I would guess some kind of a major news event has occurred, either to the bearish or the bullish side. Maybe both in back-to-back weeks. Let me know if you know of anything. That's crazy. So we're back up 110% this week after falling 43% last week, and I don't know what kind of absolute batshit crazy wick that was. Hopefully you got in at the down here. or anywhere in here would be probably good average, right? But all moving averages are still kind of trying to collect themselves, right? Until you have a solid trend, it's hard to know like what anything's going to do, right? Look at the daily chart here, right? A lot of chop here. I mean, that's some serious volatility. I would guess not much volume on this. Just going to go on a limb and say that. 0.0333. Okay. So that's 3 zeros and a 3 here. So like right in here, right? So that seems pretty good. But yeah, let's look at these swing lows back here, right? Let's put on closing prices. Let's see where we started closing. So it did take out the swing lows, you know, a couple of consecutive days there, right? So this one's hard to do, right? Because you don't have a whole lot of structure back here, and we're down at the low structure. Obviously, the first thing I would focus on is putting in a new high, 70,000 there, right on these high closes. And it's got to start closing above that. So we're back above the 200. Let's see how our Heikin Ashi candles are. Heikin Ashis can tell you some momentum. those are you really want to look for solid trends, like all green or all red. Where you can obviously see the chop there, and that would likely mean a lot of volatility, and also the volume's got to be pretty wonky on this, I would guess, based on this chart. So let's revisit this, like maybe in on the next week or something, just see how it plays out. It's like a little too crazy for me right now. Hopefully this helps though. 4 hour, yeah. There's probably no volume here. When you see this chop like this, when it looks like you know, Roblox or what was the other one called? What do all the kids play? I don't know what it's Minecraft, right? It's no volume, right? Liquidity's not quite there yet. Probably maybe on that exchange, but likely on just on the asset in general. So no big deal. I think if you got in at 33, I mean that's pretty great, right? Probably just hold on and kind of put on your blinders for a while for the end of the market. Hopefully that's kind of what you wanted. Yeah, finally got to 10K subscribers. Appreciate everyone that's here. If you're a subscriber, awesome. If you're not, I still appreciate you, but much less. Kidding. I'm kidding. All right, just reading the chat. Yeah, I don't really pay attention to narratives or the news or anything, right? If it's going to reflect in the chart, right, that'll tell me the news, right? I know what the fail points are and the swing highs and the swing lows are. News is for the birds. I don't like ever watch it. I've done pretty well. So I would suggest not watching the news. Yeah, I agree. There's no money coming in. Obviously, retail's not here yet. And if retail never shows up, which, let's face the harsh reality of that's a greater than 0% chance of happening, right? What if retail doesn't come back because of the FTX and the Celsius horseshit and, maybe we never get anything else. Maybe the cycle top is in. I don't think it is, but I mean, there's a greater than 0% chance of anything going on, right? So yeah, if we can't get retail back here by the billions/trillions, could be difficult to really, see over 100K and see a true alt season. Retail is going to drive the meme mania again and the true alt seasons. Which I think it's coming back, but not until Bitcoin dominance tops for sure. Okay. Another super chat. We just got the absolute hammer down request today. Let's get to it. XDC. Amazing. Let's do this. What exchange? Where are we going? Bitfinex? KuCoin? Let's go Bitfinex. We'll do Link next. Good request. KuCoin. All right, we go back to KuCoin. I thought I saw it. There we go. All right, let's go out to weekly. Let's actually put this on a chart that we can see. All right, so here's the time frame for it. All right, so are we back to equilibrium? Right, we probably drew this last time we talked about it, or probably you requested it last time. So we're back below there now, right? We're below all the moving averages. Let's see what the Bollinger Bands are like. Really far spread apart, but this looks kind of similar to what Bitcoin's done. So as long as you're kind of rhyming with the rest of the market, I wouldn't be too concerned. But you know, we're looking like a lot of alts are kind of retesting these swing lows from back a while ago. I mean, here's a year ago, right? And we were just there 2 weeks ago. Really got to start to hold here. If it loses this, right, you're probably coming down to test these other swing lows. So let's zoom in a bit. Okay, so we're trying to pick ourselves off the floor here. What you want to see is that EMA 8 cross back up, right? When you cross up, then you can gain momentum. But until you have that cross, you're just like kind of spinning your tires here. So, I mean, step one, let's just, beggars not be choosers. Let's just get above that zone, right? These swing highs, the 4,000. If you drag this over, I mean, look at that, right? I mean, this is a pivotal level here. I think the bulls can start to gain traction if we get above 4,000. Then you got to get above the 200, right? And that's when you can really start to hook in. And then you just focus on the tops and climbing up the stairs here, right? So let's revisit this one as well. Maybe, you know, in next week or something. We'll probably keep doing these live streams. You got to watch for rejection off this 21, right? A lot of altcoins, you want to be watching this 21 day and the 21 week. So last time, like 3-4 rejections in a row right off the 21, right? We're right there now. It's kind of pivot time. We're going to break through. And if we do, right, you got more work to do. 4,000. If we break through that, you got more work to do. You got the 200 EMA. If we do that, right, you zoom out to the weekly. And then you got kind of this big pivot level for multiple years here. Swing lows to swing highs. Pivot lows, we lost it. Kind of slipped on the ice. And now we're knocked out on the ice, right? We're just out cold. We don't know what's going to happen. We know what we got to do. We know we got to get up. And here's where we regain consciousness. But until then, we're out cold. All right, so we got 25% to make up before we can really start to do our triple Lutsies. I don't think that's real, but all right. Chainlink. It's Chainlink. Didn't make a Chainlink video today, but I have made it the previous 2 days, I believe. So check the YouTube videos on link if you want more than what you're seeing here. We're at our swing lows here. We are, you know, still trying to hold our head above water after this big move. We got to bounce sooner than later. We can't go any lower, right? Otherwise, we're going to at least revisit this 200 week, which if your coin goes back under the 200 week after, you know, staying above it for this long, that's certainly a much bigger concern. That's probably the biggest concern in a bull run. If your coin goes back under the 200 week after being up here for, where we're at now, 200 days, yeah, that'd be bad. Price structure, you can have the best potential fundamentals in the world, right? If your price is lagging, like what are you doing, right? So I'll give Chainlink the benefit of the doubt, but if we start to lose these, certainly if we lose the 200, right, that would be bad. So we got 20%. Do I think we're going to go down there? Maybe, but not right away. I think altcoins will get some kind of bounce here in the next couple of weeks. So that'd be a 53% move to the downside by a multi-billion-dollar market cap. Usually pretty rare. Not that it can't happen. But our fib extension here, right? If we go up where we are for price action, right? We have 270% till all-time highs. Then we have 1,500% till we get to the 1618. That would be a tall ask. But potentially we could get up there, but not like this, we can't, right? This is not showing good signs that you're going to just rocket fuel out of here, right? If you got to hold the EMA 8, 14, or the 21, those top three moving averages, really for the entire bull run, if you're going to kind of make those, you know, 15, 20, 30x potentials, like, is there any coins doing that? Well, yeah. I mean, go look at Fetch, right? Let's look at the Prodigy here, right? This is true power here. Right, that's what any altcoin chart should be looking like. If you don't have at least one altcoin that the chart looks like that, and there's not a whole lot, then you got to switch them around now because you got time now. We're not doing crazy jumps. Find some great coins that have charts like that and get in them. DEM. All All right. So off the top of my head, Fetch, Injective, Render. I mean, Ajax Ocean too, but I mean, this is going to go to ASI soon. If you don't know about that, those are combining to ASI. Artificial Superintelligence, I believe, is the acronym for that. Injective Coin, Render. Those have been my top 5 since this time last summer. We were talking about this in our Telegram group for past 6-7 months now. When Fetch was at 20 cents, we were talking about Fetch. All right, so those are strong, right? If your charts aren't like this, they're weaker, right? If you're not strong, you're weak. I don't know if that's not real. All right, what else do we got? Did I get another? DP, you're just you're making it rain here. Bello, all right, let's get it. All right, then we'll get to some more requests. But the guy's throwing money at me. I can't ignore him. All right, on KuCoin, I saw it. I had it. All right, here we go. I had this up here somewhere. The Velo is one of the stronger coins as well. I think we talked about this before. But the Bollinger Bands, we got to take those off. That is a hell of a skew. All right, so there we go. I mean, look at as of late, though. As of October lows, see what we're up here. I know it's a pretty small screen. So we're still up over 10x since October. Not many coins are like that. So it's definitely looking like it's trying to gain traction. I think this is more of a victim of the bear market, right? Where we didn't get a full cycle to go and build up. And a lot of coins that did that have similar looking charts. So you get passes if you didn't live through the whole, if your coin wasn't around the entire previous bull run, like since like 2020 or earlier, then you kind of get a pass because the bear market on new coins can just absolutely wreck you, right? As we got here. Now you want to pay attention to what it's done since the start of the bull run. And Senior Velo here has done quite well, up to over 2,000% comfortably since the start of the bull run, since the lows. Not many coins are in that boat as well. We've taken out the previous swing high from February when we had our little mini alt week. And then we had a little mini alt. I wouldn't even call it an alt season. It wasn't an alt season. It was an alt. What do we call it? Alt summer? We'll go with that. We haven't even got that yet. Bitcoin dominance has done nothing but trend up. We need Bitcoin dominance to trend down. Then coins like this that have been doing well. If your coins are doing this well when Bitcoin dominance is rising, imagine what they'll do when Bitcoin dominance falls and rolls over. Right? These are the good ones, dude. You want to be getting in. Notice the power here off of this EMA 8. Remember what we just talked about in all these coins. Holding above the EMA 8 on the weekly is a great sign of power. 14, it didn't even, we put on a closing price, I don't even touch the 21 week. This is a good, strong trend. Trending coin, right? You want to be in trending coins. This is a good one. Great job there. I guess I got an arbitrary line here from the bear market, maybe. I guess that's really the only flip level we have to go off of, right? That was the only kind of yin and yang that we went from kind of support to resistance. We don't have anything else, so I guess that's why I put that there. Right? Sometimes I got to remind myself, like, what the hell am I doing drawing lines? But that would be it. I would guess we get some bigger moves once we get over that level. Just based on that, right? The 100 week is still way the hell up there, but it's like I said, it took off so quick that obviously the averages are going to be much higher than a lot of coins that have more history. That makes sense. Again, round of applause for DP for just making it rain tonight. Appreciate that, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it, Chris. Thank you. Finally caught a live stream. One of the few YouTubers you watch all my videos. Awesome. I'll make more videos just for you. That's inspiring. Thank you. Let's see. I feel like I missed some requests up top. Cass, yeah, I meant to come back to that. Let's add that. We'll get to some more. Let's see. Might as well. I already got this one on here. Getting was there. Anybody see it? Wish you could yell it out. There it is. Okay, so this is another pretty damn strong trend. Only up. Cass. Translation to Caspa is only up. That's what that translates to in English and every language. Only up. I mean, look at it. That's about as strong as a coin you could possibly want, right? Only up. Trend. Which way is it going? Up. It looks like a mini Bitcoin trend chart, right? Over Bitcoin's entire life. So, are there any concerns? Well, maybe. We're at the EMA 34. We've been there one time before, back in May of 2023. Now, May of 2024, we're there again. That's the only two taps of the EMA 34. Look at that. Pretty epic. Here's our breakout, right? We must have talked about that last time. 15 cents. Gain more traction. Until then, well, been in a weekly downtrend for a while, right? Since February, our swing lows, not bad, right? You're only down 37%. That might sound rough, but I assure you 37% down from the top is not much compared to some coins. Some coins are down like 60, 70% still or more. Or never even made a trend to go up, right? So, I mean, really, you could just chalk this up as consolidation, really, right? Just no trend, right? And why would I say that? Well, if you zoom out, right, that's the trend. There's your uptrend, and we did so long of trending up that it needs a damn break, right? Give them a break here. I mean, that's one of the strongest charts I've ever seen. Name me one that's stronger than that for longer than that. Maybe Bitcoin. But that's pretty epic, right? So good. Now we're back to this swing low support. Put on low close there, low close here. So look at this, right? Good sign, higher low, right? What we don't want to see is that taken out, right? Obviously, if you go back under 10 cents, that'd be the anomaly of this entire chart. It hasn't really taken out swing lows like kind of ever, right? That's done pretty great. So I would imagine that stays great. We went down 50%, 40%. We're back up. We don't want to get rejected off this 21 week, okay? So watch for this. But it's done it 1, 2, really the past 4 weeks. Been able to get back above it after we closed a month ago down below it. Yeah, Injective. Let's go to it. Then we'll get to some more. Injective. I like Injective. It was like the strongest coin. It's just as of late, it's not done so well. But I mean, if you go back to again like this whole let's start with the clear chart here. Right. Okay. So let's zoom out. I mean, look at this move. Holy hell. So the start of the bull run, right? Just like we did the last coin. Look at the low to high. 4,000%. We thought 2,000% was good, right? That's some power. Now, because of that power, right, we went a little too hard too fast, I think, and then we got, significant sell-off here, right? So let's zoom in and see what we got, right? So don't lose sight in Injective. They're doing a shit ton of stuff, and they have a super high market cap, tons of volume, okay? So, yeah, down 65%, swing high to low. That shook everybody out that was in leverage and Injective for sure. So holding spot during these times is the best way, unless you're like been in here for years and you're just quick sniper in and out on swing trades. I'm all for that, but stop loss is always. If we go lower, right? I mean, this obvious spot here, right? If we go lower, I guess you could go all the way to the swing low wicks 17. When we got close to that, we went to 18. Here's the 100 week. For a multi-billion-dollar market cap, going back under the 100 week, relatively unlikely. Certainly in this trend, and as strong of coin as Injective has been. But we are into the 21 week. We got our EMA 8 moving down, so we're giving it just a little bit of a break here, but it's certainly a little bit concerning. We've taken out all these swing lows with that low wick close. But if you could argue something, right, kind of what I'm seeing here is when you have this move like this, where you have this kind of just epic rip to the downside, and then you keep going down, right? That's almost bullish to me, right? And why would I say that? Well, go. Do you remember Bitcoin? Let's go look at Bitcoin real quick. Just look at that pattern. Remember that down and then downer, down and downer, right? And like a mini version of this, right? See how much we just keep ripping, and then we start to do this little number, right? See that? How you go down and then you just keep going down, right? And that's usually where you get your pop out for forever, right? So hopefully that is kind of on the horizon for Injective, like a mini version of that, right? If you can roll with that. Let's get back to actual charts. So you see that move down. And if you like kind of view this, right, or zoom in, right, you can kind of see that, right, with a high, super high move, really just rip down, and then it just keeps going down. Not bad. I would say, you don't obviously don't want to see that, but let's look at volume, right? And there's like, it's piss poor sell volume too as you're going lower. That's also bullish. Declining price with declining volume is a bullish thing. If that doesn't make sense, right, you can just Google some more tips. You need to read some textbooks here if anything I say is not making sense. Okay, so abysmal sell volume as prices are declining. I would think that the low is close to being in. Doesn't mean it can't go back down to 18 or maybe a little bit lower, but that would might be the final capitulation before kind of a rip back to the high side. So that's what I'm seeing kind of for Injective on the macro scale. Also, you have to have context of how well Injective has done, right? You can't compare this coin to something else with like a $300 million market cap that was around since the past 8 months, right? Those even though like the charts might look the same, you don't want to do that, right? So always have context of the coin that you're looking at comparatively to other coins, if that makes sense. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, I probably should look into PNG. It looked pretty good. I thought yesterday the live stream got a little bit wild. I was having a little too much fun with some of those coins, but if you want to have a laugh, I think I cracked myself up more than anything in yesterday's live stream. But we'll do this again tomorrow and Friday. But we can keep going for a few more minutes here. Farm, go look at that. Hopefully it's got some history. Haven't heard of that one yet. So maybe I should have because it's on Coinbase. Crucified here. You ever heard of Farm? All right, so here we go. Super. Look at the profit taking there. Right, that to me screams someone bought in all here and then just ripped all the profits off after 70% incline week. So let's see where we are on the chart wise. I mean, there's probably why we kind of stopped right there, right? I would guess if we put a Fibonacci on here, we're gonna see something similar right there. So let's do that. Just out of my own curiosity. I guess we'll do the high wick, right? And then we'll go down low. So look at that. I mean, before I even looked at it, I told you, like, I bet you, like, the Fibonacci is right there. Look at the 618. You can't even make it up. Somebody just took every dime from, just rug you. Right, all the big players that got into this. 618, cash out, good night. Right, no take. I mean, someone absolutely made a fortune on this over the past couple of weeks, right? So look at that. That's crazy. 500, that's pretty good, right? Nice little move. From 200 days, you can make a 5x, 6x. Hell yeah. Now the 1618, $2,000. Let's do our check that we did yesterday. Can we possibly get up there? 10,000%. That's not unheard of, right? So that might seem batshit crazy, but could we get to 2,000? Well, from here, we would have another, 27x potentially, right? So maybe you're salivating at that. That's certainly possible, right? What's the market cap on this? Harvest. Let's go look at it. Oh, my chart overloads. We were looking at near yesterday. Anybody got a market cap on Harvest? All right, it must be pretty low then. So 50 million. I'm gonna do some analysis on this. That seems crazy. This is the same one. $50 million market cap. It's already on Coinbase. So yeah, this has plenty of the potential to hit that 2,000 mark, right? By all checks necessary. I mean, you have the supply, total supply kind of relatively close. That's a good sign. Hell yeah, maybe I should be looking at this, right? Or should have been, right? So looks pretty good here. And just looking at this chart, right? Just removing all the BS here. Look at this, right? So holding the EMA 8, right? Generally holds the EMA 8 here. We're right there now, but a lot of coins came back down a little bit more harsh. So if it comes back down, you just want to hold that 21, right? That's where we've been trending above for the past 6 months. So let's not go back below 60, right? That would be like 15% more. Hopefully you can hang in there. Hopefully you didn't buy the Pico top because somebody ripped you off on that 618, man. It's hilarious to see that. That's definitely exactly what happened, right? Some whale just 618 and cashed out hard. It's pretty funny, but this still looks great. Chart looks fine. The macros look good. I mean, $2,000. Holy hell! It's hard to believe that, but the 1618 says that, and the market cap allows for it. The ultra range, like 10,000%, is not unheard of. Right? I mean, Matic did 25,000% last cycle. These are possible. So kudos to you if you got into that, because I made fun of it before I even knew what it was, and I have to slap myself. So kudos to you for Farm for that request, H. Coleman. All right, we can go look at that. All right, we do a couple more here. I assume this is the right one. Is this it? I don't see the protocol anywhere, but I assume this is it. So a lot of chop, right? Not really a trend here. So this is more sketchy, right? You're putting in highs, you're like higher highs and then lower lows, right? That's usually a sign of indecision just on the macro scale, right? Look at that. So it made a higher high and then came right back and made a lower low and then a new higher high, right? If that pattern continues, right, a lower low, or so hopefully that's stopping, right? We are making higher highs, but this in the middle of right, this is kind of halfway through the bull run, and it's still putting in lower lows. I don't know what to make of that, really. I'd kind of be cautious here. If you got in like anywhere down here, then I think you're good. If you bought in up here, I'd be a little bit more worried. We're trying to hold the 100 week. You can see it just came into battle there, but volume's pretty low here too. We're going to watch for that. That's really about all I got on that one. I mean, that's, again, a victim of the bear market, so we're giving it a little leeway there, but this TA here for trying to pick a pattern here is not the best. So maybe revisit this if it goes higher. I would say set your alert, right, for these swing lows here. Right? A lot of good stuff could potentially start to happen if we take this out, because then you could recover this 21 week. You'd get above these swing lows. Hopefully this is the lows here and we start to bounce here with a lot of these altcoins in the next couple of weeks. Could still take a couple more weeks here of just chop how we've been experiencing. That'd put the market well to sleep, right? I think a lot of people are already asleep. This stream's asleep, so maybe when we get to back to better prices, the stream will pick up. But I'll still keep doing it. Right? This is pretty cool and chill. I like the whole crowd is silent. Let's see what else we got. We do like one more and then probably call it a day, and we'll do another one tomorrow. And I don't know about Friday yet. We'll see. We'll see how good you are. Yeah, let's keep going. All right, so we got 17 people here. Appreciate all 17 of you. Awesome. Especially DP making it rain tonight. Amazing. Thank you, sir. Let's go. Yeah, Injective. Hopefully it rips again. It's got the market cap and fundamentals for it. I agree. I have a lot of Injectives, so I'm fingers crossed there with you, bud. Thoughts on Arrow and Link? Pick up some more. Link. Perhaps. I did do Link. Asking for a friend. That's like what a great thing. I always like that. Yeah, I did Link. It's probably like 10 minutes ago, so maybe you have to rewind a little bit. Probably like halfway through the stream. Let's see what else. Was there another one? I think that's about it. I should probably wrap it up. Yeah, I think I got got to roll out on this one. How long have we been going? I don't even have a timer. I don't know. About an hour, I think, right? Or 45 minutes. Let's not exaggerate, but thanks for attending. like a college profession would say. Attending. I'm gonna start taking roll call. See who's here the most. Maybe we'll do that. Give like bonuses whoever attends the most live streams. It wouldn't take much. You'd have to beat about 12 people. All right, I'll end it there on my 12 people that are still watching. Thanks to all of you. We'll do another stream tomorrow. DP, you better show up again with your money bankroll. Just kidding. I just appreciate it. You don't ever have to tip me anything. But that's cool. Thanks so much. I'll see you on the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.